Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshireman 66. I am Mark and you come to watch another exciting episode of Do you Believe in the Unbelievable? Subject today is governments. Basically, do you believe in the unbelievable? Do you believe in your government? Governments, basically. Government. I will do, it's a disclaimer. I will do a disclaimer. This is in no way, how can I put it, this is my own opinion. So what I say about the UK's government is only my own opinion. And yes, other people have the right to their opinions as well. So this is not meant to be harmful or hurtful. It's just a bit of facts. That's all. You know, we all know governments do lie and things like that. And you know, and a lot of people don't trust governments and things like that. So we'll get down to it. So thank you for tuning in, for watching this video. Like I said, this is my own opinion. Now, this is about governments. Do you trust the UK government or your own government if you're from another country? Well, basically, as a whole, in the United Kingdom, people seem to trust the government. People up in Scotland, quite a few people up in Scotland do seem to trust the SNP, the Scottish National Party, which is okay. And then people in Wales seem to trust their Labour Party government. You know what I mean? And as a whole, in England, people of England seem, say about 80-79% people trust Boris Johnson, basically, the Conservatives, which I don't. Me personally, I don't. I'm sick and tired of hearing this man's name being bantered around, saying, oh, he's a saviour, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, I'm sorry to say he's not. He has lied to the UK people. He literally has lied. He lied over Brexit, he lied over the deal, he's lied over pandemic. You know what I mean? You know, with all the lockdown, you know, second lockdown we shouldn't have had, third lockdown we shouldn't have had. He's lied all the way through them. And also, in my own opinion, I think he's done wrong by shipping over 300 million Afghanistani refugees from Afghanistan. I think he's done wrong. That we shouldn't have to do that. You know, at the moment, this country is full. We cannot afford to take any more people in. And I'll tell you that now for a fact. I mean, we've got the dinghy, the people in the dinghies crossing the sea. We are full. And it's as simple as that. But Boris Johnson don't seem to want this. He just seems to think, oh, well, I'll do what I want. People didn't vote for this, for any of this. When people voted for Boris Johnson, they voted for Brexit and his promises, which he's broken already. He promised to do, to come out of Europe, which in a way we have, it's a soft Brexit. But we're still paying them. We still pay the EU money. People say, no, we don't. Yes, we do. We still pay, and then we receive money back. Councils around the UK, you know what I mean? That, Boris Johnson has said, if you're getting money from EU, fly the EU flag. That's not Brexit what I like at all. You know what I mean? And that, but it's not all doom and gloom. I mean, he did well with vaccine and things like that. We all know that. But he seems to be going on to this path of destruction, literally. I mean, we're on about the Great Reset, which is to rebrand. You've got it, capitalism. Yeah, this guy's nuts. He really, really is. But he's only doing what he's told to do by his higher bosses. His boss says you do this, he does that. But people didn't vote. We voted to keep our borders closed and safe. To limit people coming over from through immigration. All these illegal immigrants since first lockdown have just landed on our beaches and run off and taken the mickey, basically. No chance of finding them. Well, he's not bothered about finding them because he says if he found them, he won't get rid of them, which is wrong. We need to deport illegal immigrants back to war-torn France. And it's same with these Afghanistan refugees. He says, well, it's women and children. Well, from first plain Lord, it's mainly men. I tell you, there's no child in there or women, it's mainly men. And I will tell you now, the Taliban would have known this, and this would have been planned months in advance. How do you know that any of them Afghan refugees is not a terrorist? We don't know. I mean, we do know the Taliban have said they do it through the boat people over the sea and things like that, get terrorists in. So Boris Johnson's got blood on his hands, I think. In my opinion, he's doing the wrong thing. And then he says, through the back door this is, as well. He's done this through the back door. He says, open border policy. We didn't vote for that. No one voted for anything like that. So really, no. I mean, I don't trust this government at all. I never have. I don't trust Boris, even though even though it looked like he were a good choice to get Brexit done. Now he's become in my mind, he's become a dictator, really. And there's a saying what I heard off a film called V for Vendetta. People shouldn't be scared of the governments. The government should be scared of the people. And that rings true in this case. You know what I mean? Boris should be scared of the United Kingdom, all of its people. He really should. You know what I mean? And also, don't forget, he's working up to the next fourth lockdown. Even though he said there won't be any more lockdowns, he's working his way up to that. So I think September, October, you'll find out that there'll be a fourth national lockdown, full lockdown. That's in my own opinion. This is what and things like that. I mean, like I say, he's lied over the pandemic. He's lied about how serious it is, because it's not that serious. I mean, if it was so serious, our streets would be disinfected with people in biosuits. There'd be body bags piling up outside the door, things like that, and that's not the truth. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do agree. People have died with COVID, not of COVID. There's the two different numbers. How many people died of it, and how many people died with it? There's more with it than there is of it. Let me put it that way. I don't think there's any of it. I think it's all with it, sort of thing. They've all had underlying problems before. And also, Boris is trying to sweep under the carpet, about China. No. We're getting on with China now. No, we're not. You can't trust China. No one can. It's China who released this in the first place, and it's China who should pay the bill. Really should. It's the Chinese government who should be paying this bill. Not the UK people, not the people around the world, but they owe a great big debt to Italy. You know what I mean? Italy got it bad, didn't they? Really did. And a lot of people died. But the thing is, the scientists have now said, well, COVID-19 is not as potent as seasonal flu. So there you go. So it's been downgraded all the time, but Boris is massaging the numbers. Oh no, we still got 10,000, 20,000 deaths in hospital. Well, I can quite tell you now, and I have had quite a few discussions with doctors and nurses in all sorts of different hospitals, and they say they've got plenty of room. There's hardly any COVID patients there. And I thought, all right, so Boris is lying, and yes, Boris is lying. And things like that, you know what I mean? So, Boris Johnson, he's not stacking a full deck. When you think about it, he has basically lied to us all. That's in my mind. So no, I don't trust the man. I do not. And there again, we have no opposition party. I mean, don't forget the Labour Party with Sir Keir Starmer has let Boris do what he's wanted. So, if there's no proper opposition, and then Boris can do what he wants. And Keir Starmer doesn't seem to have a lot of opposition. I mean, I do give this woman a bravery medal for standing up and saying, Dawn Butler. Now, a lot of people don't like Dawn Butler. She's a Labour MP. I've talked to Dawn Butler's friends and that, and she's genuine. But she stood up in House of Commons and called Boris Johnson, basically said, well, Boris Johnson has lied again and again and again, which is the complete, she's told the truth. But the House of Commons, the Speaker of the House of Commons came out and said, well, you can't say that, because Boris Johnson wouldn't deliberately lie to the people. Well, she fired back saying, yes, he has, over again and again and again. And in the end, because she wouldn't apologise, she got dismissed. He says, well, you're to leave. So all the hierarchy and all this, what comes out of House of Commons, all this, you can say what you want, you can't. If you're a member of Parliament, you can't just walk into Parliament and call MPs liars. It's not allowed. It's against the parliamentary. It's against the ministerial code, basically. And I'm thinking, well, what is the point of having Parliament if you can't do that? You have to show that Boris has misled the people, which he has. He's misled the people with all these other lockdowns. The first lockdown didn't work, so you don't go for a second or a third, or even a fourth if he does, and things like that. And then you don't go sacking Priti Patel and Sushi Rishnak and all that. He sacked Priti Patel. He's sacking people left, right, and centre. Even his backbenchers, the Conservative backbenchers, don't trust him. He's beginning to lose his grip on his own party because his own party's against him, basically. Well, that's what I believe, in any case. So, you know what I mean? So, if you honestly think, if you trust governments, then no, you shouldn't. You should be very wary of governments. Like I say, I don't hate governments. I'm not that kind of person. What I'm saying is, through the evidence what I've collected over, I've been meaning to do this for a long time. But over 2 years I've been collecting evidence and writing down and making sure that I'm right to what I say, and the next thing will be, all because he's done this 3 million Afghanistani refugees from Afghanistan, he's even on about, a secret tax hike. So your taxes are going to go up to cover what he's doing now with Afghanistan. It is absolutely balmy. I mean, we all know Joe Biden's pulled all the troops out of Afghanistan. Well, that's up to him. In my own opinion, if it was costing the American people and the American taxpayers too much money, then I can't blame him. A lot of people say he's a coward. I don't think Joe Biden's a coward. I just think Joe Biden, he's, how can I put it, not with it, to be polite. So I know most of the American people don't trust him, so because of what he is and things like that, but they want Trump back, don't they? So next 4 years you could see Donald Trump back in the White House yet again. Yeah, it's not going to end well, is it? You know what I mean? But that's what could be the reality in America. But the reality here, we're fighting to keep illegal immigrants out, and then Boris is letting 3 million Afghanistani refugees into the country without keeping anyone out. So, yeah, I mean, and then also they are flying people in to do the work on the farms because the government say no British person will do it. Well, that's a lie. I've never been offered to work on a farm, so I can't. You know what I mean? I haven't been offered to work on a farm. I'm unemployed. And I do apply for jobs. I've applied to several farms around my own area. I've been turned down. Oh no, we've got our workers. Yeah, they've got, because they can rip them off, basically. They don't have to pay them the £8 an hour. And, minimum wage and things like that. So that's where that goes. You know what I mean? Whereas if I had to work on a farm, they'd have to pay me the basic minimum wage. So there you go. So that's why they have foreign people working on our land, because it's cheaper. Because they don't know any better until we tell them, basically. And I have told quite a few. I says, if you're working on that farm, I says, you need to go see unemployment office and make sure that you're getting paid right. Well, I'm getting, I mean, I got told off one bloke I'm getting £2.50 an hour. No, you're supposed to get £8 an hour, mate, or £8.50 an hour, or even £9 an hour if it's the living wage. You go, Emma, go see somebody. And when they've gone and see somebody, oh yeah, that's what you're supposed to be paid. They've all grassed up the farm, basically. Now the farmer has got to pay the minimum wage. Yeah, so you say, do you trust government? No. You should never, never, never trust. Don't be scared of government. Government should be scared of us, basically, because coming 2024, there'll be another general election, and Neil won't vote him back in, won't he? Well, then that's when it's up to all of us to say enough is enough. No, Boris, you're not getting back in. Up yours. We'll pick somebody else. But it won't happen like that. It never does. Well, that's how it should happen. Yeah. I mean, even next year when they come to the local elections, all these MPs will be wanting your vote to make your council better. Don't get any better, does it? Oh, what they seem to do, especially where I live in Wakefield, what they seem to do, our Labour Council seems to do, is go knocking down buildings and historical buildings, knocking them down and putting luxury flats in. That's not affordable housing, is it? So there you go. So that's it. Yeah, I mean, do you trust governments? In my mind, as a whole, like I say, some people do. Some people trust Boris Johnson, whereas I don't. I'm a man with a glass half full. I'm neither a far right or a far left. I'm in the centre, and it's as simple as that. And if you are a conservative and things like that, and you don't agree with them, they seem to counsel you. And it's same with Labour Party, with far left. If you don't seem to agree with them, they seem to have this council culture. Well, you don't exist. We're not having nothing to do with you. Which is the wrong thing to do. Because at the end of the day, if everyone thought the same, we'd live in a topsy-turvy world and, well, we won't get on, basically. Because there'll always be some kind of a fraction of people who will disagree. And it's as simple as that. This is why I make these videos. Not everyone agrees with me to what I've just said. But again, they have a right to their opinion. It's a right of free speech, basically. It is a basic right. It's free speech. You can say what you want within the context of the law. And that's what I do. I don't break the law. I just don't follow their rules. I follow my rules. My rules say I can do anything I want as long as I don't break the law. And freedom of speech, it needs to be defended. It really does. I mean, social media need to let people have their say. You can't just keep cancelling channels because you don't agree with it, because that's what you are. But at the end of the day, we are allowed to have our own opinions. Living in the United Kingdom, it's a democracy. That's what it's built on, democracy. It's not built on dictatorship or anything like that. Even though Boris Johnson is heading that way, like I said, the Great Reset is to rebrand capitalism. Don't know how he's going to do that. I mean, the climate change and all that is a lie. They're lying to you. Now you'll be seeing adverts. Oh, stop eating meat to save the earth. Stop eating meat to change climate. It's a lot of crap. Can't change the climate. The climate is automatically, it changes itself all the time. So you know what I mean. What we can do on Earth is stop using diesel and petrol cars and go all electric and things like that. Or even better still, because you don't need a car license for an electric bike, which I will never agree with. An electric bike should never be connected to a car license, unless it's an electric motorbike made by Honda or Yamaha. But an electric bike from Alfred's should never ever be connected to your car license. And if you're riding an e-scooter, you deserve the points on your car license because you know they're illegal. You can own one, but you can't use them. It's just, you can't use them on our public roads in any case. But there is a fraction of people who want e-bikes to be part of a car licence system, which is all wrong. No, bull crap. Anyone who says that to my face, I tell them, off. You don't know what you're on about. You're going, whoosh, lunatic. You know what I mean? Push bikes are push bikes. Push bikes have always been free from any kind of road charge. Even electric bikes have to be free from any road charge to get the people to buy them. They're expensive as it is. You know what I mean? People with loads and loads of money, are wanting you to pay more. Yeah, it's bull. It's a lot of rubbish. You know what I mean? I am, in fact, I am. I do say this every year. I mean, we should have more cycle lanes, as simple as that. The traffic of motor vehicles should be reduced from what it is now to a smaller number. And also in the city centre, we should only have small cars. And I'm talking like Citroen C1 size cars, stuff like that. So, but the government won't do that. The government says every election, oh well, I'll do this, lower taxes. And then suddenly you get 2 years into this new government, and then suddenly they want to hike up your taxes, do this, make you pay for this. Now, it is absolutely rubbish. They're hitting the poor people, and it's all wrong. This is why I'm a cyclist, and I don't want to pay any extra for using that road. Why should I? No way. And I am a responsible cyclist. You're not responsible for other people's actions on the road. At the end of it, I am responsible for my actions, but I am not responsible for anyone else's. As far as I'm concerned, when I'm riding on the road, I'm the only one what is riding safely. Nobody else is. That's how I see it. And when I'm driving a car, everyone else is the idiot, not me. I'm the one doing things correctly, which I have done for years to come. You know what I mean? I've been driving cars a long time, a hell of a long time. So there you go. But I am a keen cyclist, and I want to say, how can I put it? If you're getting rid of petrol, get rid of petrol completely. Do it. And diesel, just get sure. You know what I mean? Make electric cars more affordable. The same price as a petrol car should be. I mean, for Christ's sake, you can build a petrol car for and sell it for £5,000, £6,000. Surely you can do one for an electric car. It's as simple as that. This is why I don't trust governments. Governments say one thing, then they take away with the other. Look at all the projects what they've had, delays after delay. The X-Rail down London, that's been stopped. You got delays in the HS2 and all that, which is unnecessarily needed. But the X-Rail, is needed. It's supposed to be completed soon, but no. Yeah, I mean, but the HS2, High Speed 2, that's more important apparently, but it isn't. It's more important to waste money, yes, but it's not more important to us because we don't really need it. You know what I mean? All what they have to do is make the existing lines better. Invest in money. Invest in your infrastructure. That's what you should be doing. But they're not. They never have and they never will. They don't care. They just want the money. That's why car tax used to go on roads. It doesn't anymore. Well, it don't look like it to me. Put it that way. So, that's why I say, do you trust your government? No, I don't. No. I trust some people, but no. I basically don't trust the government, and I never will. And I know there's a lot of people who think the same way as me. Boris has got this wrong. What Boris is doing to the country is wrong. Completely wrong. In my opinion. And the way he's heading, it could be something similar to North Korea. You know what I mean? So you tell me. And people of this country are letting it happen. It'll be your own fault. It won't be my fault, because I were the one who were telling you all about it, what would happen. Don't forget there's a tax hike coming. Just remember that. And just remember where you heard it first. You heard it from me, Yorkshireman 66. So if you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please hit the bell. Oh no, so please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. hit the bell icon and hit all. That will let you know when I'm putting up another video. Please, 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 please share the video to other social media like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Bing. Also, comment below, and I thank you for watching my little video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Bye.